I would absolutely recommend it. It's a long journey. It's a bit scary and it drags sometimes, but it's absolutely worth it. The opportunities that you have available and accessible to you are really worthwhile. So please, please, please look into doing law.
This is Dr. T, and I have a beautiful lady here, a businesswoman, Munashe Dzikiti. Ma'am, welcome and thank you for being here. Can you just maybe briefly, as a way for introduction, just tell us who you are, where you come from, and the career field that you are in?
Thank you so much for having me here, Teboho. I am very excited. My name is Munashe Dzikiti. I am a final year law student at the University of the Western Cape. I am originally from Zimbabwe, but I've lived almost all my life in Cape Town, and I have two younger brothers, and that is quite the adventure, but it is awesome having two people that I can just have look up to me and set a pathway for. So yeah, that's essentially who I am. I attended high school in Helderberg High School in near Somerset West here in Cape Town, and I completed my matric around 2017 and started first year in 2018 at the University of the Western Cape.
Oh, awesome. Look, you are home. I mean, you've been here for a long time, so so no longer see you as Zimbabwean as much. You are a South African Western Capean. Welcome. Thank you for that. Maybe just a quick background. Because I was excited to hear that you are actually doing LLB and you are at your final year. Maybe just background. Why did you choose that particular career field? Why LLB of all the courses? I mean, you see a businesswoman, we think you will have chose business. Why LLB?
Oh my goodness, it's a funny story. It actually wasn't even my choice. Hey, my mom. Yeah, my mom is a very academic person. Both my parents are very academic. So they said, look, you are studying law. You don't have a choice. Just get into that career. And for me, growing up as a Zimbabwean child, you also have a very academic path ahead of you, you know, so you kind of go play by the academic rules, and if this is what you're told to do in your academic career path, you just go ahead and take it, and you take whatever challenges that come with it. So that's essentially how I got into LLB. But along the journey, I didn't go into the program hating it or anything. I just said, this is what I'm going to do. It's a good career path to get into anyways. And yeah, eventually as the years went on, I started to realize that LLB opens you up to so many opportunities. You know, there are different fields that you can venture into with this degree. So I'm very grateful that my mom introduced me to this opportunity. And yeah, I'm excited that I'm nearly done.
Wow. And so this is your final year, basically. Are you going to do your postgrad, or are you doing your articles? What's the plan for next year?
So next year, I'm hoping to do my master's. I'm waiting for my application to be accepted, fingers crossed. So yeah, I'm hoping to do my postgrad.
Okay, and somebody who doesn't know about LLB, can you just break it down? What does it entail to get in, and what do you study? Do you guys mimic being in court? Do you guys argue every day? What do you do when you are in class? What do you study?
So LLB is a basic foundation of all fields of law, literally all fields of law, from criminal to family law to corporate law to conveyancing. It's a lot, you know. But we are, unfortunately, we're not in court arguing and disputing cases. I wish studying law was like in How to Get Away with Murder with Viola Davis. but unfortunately it's not. So with that, regarding disputing, I think you have to select a certain module that actually does something along those lines. I know that I did a module this year called legal process, and what we did was we consulted with a lot of clients at the legal aid office on campus, and we were just basically assisting them with their cases, and our candidate attorneys as well as attorneys at the legal offices would be the ones that take on the cases in court.
Okay, so anybody who wants to be a lawyer, basically, because I see, and you mentioned that there are different pathways when you get into LLB. Does it mean anybody who wants to be a lawyer? When I speak about a lawyer, we know the one on TV, you know, objection, you are all that. So, and there's this ones who are busy helping with when you buy a house, you know. They make you sign a lot of documents and all that. How do they define at what point do you choose which path are you going to follow?
So, man, with regarding choosing, I wouldn't say that you get to choose within foundation phase or within undergraduate, or within your undergraduate phase, because while you're within your undergraduate phase, what I've noticed that is happening, they're trying to give you a background or a foundation of all fields of law. So they want you to feel out all fields of law so that you can decide eventually for yourself in masters what it is that you actually want to specialize in. So once you venture into your master's program, you can select whether you want to do something in property or something in criminal, human rights, whatever you feel most comfortable, whatever you enjoy during your undergraduate phase.
And what are the requirements for somebody to get into law? Is it a difficult program to study, and what does one have to pass at the matric level?
So in my experience, my modules or my subjects rather in high school were very theoretical. So I did your business, your geography, and I did math literacy, and biology as well. So all you have to do is just get good marks, you know, so your 60s and up are very, very beneficial, and it makes it less difficult to try and get into the LLB program. So just do the best that you can with all the modules that you're studying, get really good marks, and yeah, you should be okay.
And now that you are inside the program and you are seeing the modules that you are doing, is there any particular module at the matric level would you say you can associate with law? For example, can a matric student say, if I like this particular module, I will enjoy law? Is there such a relationship, or they are totally different?
I wouldn't say there's a complete difference. I think there is some sort of correlation. I think high school basically gives you a very, very basic foundation of what you will touch on within university, because in in high school, I remember doing business, and this year I got to do corporate law. So there was quite a correlation with certain things that we learned about in business class, it was business class. So we learned about your closed corporations, your private companies, and then once we got into corporate law this year, final year, we got to go deep or dive deep into those companies, what laws are relevant to it, and are closed corporations still relevant within South African law? Can you still have a closed corporation? So yeah, I think there is some sort of correlation between the two, and also with, for instance, biology. If you want to venture into law that is health related, you know, it'll obviously be beneficial to focus on, it'll be beneficial if you've had done biology in high school, and your geography as well. If you want to get into something marine based, or you know, something along those lines, geography would be very helpful if you want to get into marine law or environmental law. But yeah.
You're mentioning a lot of things. I think somebody sitting and watching will be like, where does marine and law have to relate? So maybe just in a simple language or simple terms, if a student is listening is at matric and they want to know, if I do an LLB, where do I work? How will you advise them? Where will they go? Where will they work? Because I think somebody think LLB, law, court, but we're speaking about other context. So where are the different fields where they can work with LLB?
There are quite a lot of fields that you can venture into LLB with. Obviously, I'm not your expert, so I can't give a full detailed scope as to where exactly you can work. But the only option is not just going into litigation. So litigation is basically going into court and, you know, disputing in cases or arguing in cases. You can go into what do you call this? Your office jobs where you are dealing with specific private clients and you doing paperwork for them, you know, or you can, how do I call this? I keep forgetting.
So those are basically the ones who draft legal documents, your contracts and all of that.
Yes, basically, you sit down one-on-one with your clients, they tell you what they're looking for and what they want, you advise them, and then you draft a contract for them based off of their instructions. So there are many career paths that you can take on. It's a lot of paperwork though, but you know, if you love what you do, you enjoy it.
And being at final year, would you recommend any matric student to do it, or is just those courses like, yes, guys, if it doesn't have my mom, I'll not be here?
No, I would absolutely recommend it. It's a long journey. It's a bit scary and it drags sometimes, but it's absolutely worth it. The opportunities that you have available and accessible to you are really worthwhile. So please look into doing law.
Super. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time and all the best with the business, and enjoy your 20K as you grow the business further.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.